My name is Christian Wade. I go to Fort Dorchester High School, and I'm a senior. I learned a lot from the program. Mostly that victims that is not your fault, but it's things that you can do to be aware before you put yourself in the situation. There's precautionaries and there's questions that you should ask and you should think about before you get seriously involved. I would say that it's a learned behavior. That's the biggest thing that I learned. It's a learned behavior. It just doesn't happen. It's the root of the problem doesn't start from one generation and then it just stops. It's one generation. It comes down to it's almost as if it's DNA. It's passed down. Mr. Rainey knew exactly what he was talking about. He was very confident when he gave it to the students, and then he let you learn as you were talking. You asked questions and he answered the questions, but he also proved of how he knew, and it all started clicking in the mind. So it was professional, but at the same time it was in such a way that everyone could understand it, and there was no lost people or anything like that, and that's what I liked. The other students, they loved it. They came back for the second day. We get new faces all the time, but today I saw a lot of new faces, so that's a really good thing. That means that people went and talked about it, and then they brought their friends along. So that's one great thing. A lot of people, like our members, when they hear things, they tend to talk about it more. So I know that it's going to become a widespread thing where they're going to talk about it, but they're also going to go home and do more research on it. And it's not just going to stop. It's going to keep growing. Everyone needs to at least hear about it or see some type of information about it where they can learn from it. Because, South Carolina does have the highest domestic violence crime rate. So I think that, especially it being in South Carolina, and that's where we are, that's vital. I want this to be an annual thing where it's not just Fort Dorchester High School, but it's in Ashley Ridge or Somerville or, Goose Creek. I think that we all need to grab a hold of this and talk about it and, really spread it along because of what we're going through and how social media and times are changing. And we don't want this to become a trend of beating your girlfriend or beating your wife, because that's not how you show love.